Hi Fantasy Managers, welcome to FPL Team Talk. In this video I'm going to give you a quick team review how I got on in Game Week 12. I can tell you it was an absolutely probably the best week I've had so far. Let's have a look at it. If you're new to the channel, you haven't subscribed before, click on that subscribe button if you enjoy FPL content. We've got watch lists, transfer tips, all sorts of good stuff coming up. But in the meantime, let's have a look at how I got on. So let's jump into it. I'm not going to go through how all the teams performed, the star players at the moment. There's just no point. We know what's happened in Game Week 11 by now. I ended up on 82 points. That is really pleased with that. Ramsdale kept the clean sheet. I could start moaning, I suppose, about my bench options. Foster got 11 off the bench, even though he conceded, but he saved that penalty. I'm not complaining. Ramsdale was the obvious and the best choice really for that game. Arsenal at home to Watford. He got the clean sheet. Really happy. Cancelo finally produced that clean sheet and got some of those attacking returns with the 2 assists. I was chuffed to bits with that. Diaz got his clean sheet. Not ever expecting many attacking returns off him. Rudiger obviously conceded that goal, got the 2 points. But Reece James justifying the one player I brought in for this transfer window instead of Chilwell. Just he feels cheaper, more nailed on, more attacking potential. There will be games I think when Chilwell will outscore him, but I just feel over the long term James will always outperform Chilwell just because he's going to play more minutes, I think. Livramento, absolutely brilliant. Southampton keeping 5 clean sheets in 11 games this season. He's been fantastic. He has a flag on for the next week, but it's only illness, so I'm not expecting that to cause too many issues. For his price, he just keeps going up. He's just a bit of an FPL legend at the moment. Then you have obviously Conor Gallagher returning. Didn't have him in my starting 11 last week away at City. This week I did against Wolves and he still returned. So he, again, going up in value. He looks like a great player going forward. His XGI is also good. Captain Salah, probably looking back, probably one of the worst players I could have captained. But you feel because everyone else is captain, there is a fear against going against him. And I've been sort of burnt before with when I didn't choose him in the Manchester game. So I went with him. He got a return, so I can't complain. 10 points for there. Havertz finally getting on the score sheet. Brought him in as a replacement for Lukaku 3 game weeks ago. He got an assist last week. He's got a goal this week. Got the 8 points. So I'm really pleased with him. He's done his job in those games since coming in and replacing Lukaku for me. I've got an issue now, I suppose. Well, not an issue, but I've got a decision to make about how do I bring him out, who do I replace him with, because I just can't see him continuing to get minutes when Lukaku and Werner are fit. Rafinha, brilliant again, just returns, gets the bonus points, really pleased with him. Vardy disappointing again, lots of people on him. You expect to see him being shifted out quite a lot, but his fixtures in the upcoming games just look so good. I'm tempted to just stay with him. But then the jump to Kane and Lukaku is very easy when you've got Vardy there. You just need to raise a little bit of capital to move to him. Adam Armstrong on the bench. I could easily... I don't know who I'd have dropped for him if I'm honest. I'm thinking 9 points would have made such a difference to my game week. Antonio and Benrahma 2 points. I'm really not pleased, but I'm relieved that they didn't get anything because they're on the bench. So it justifies my decision to put them on there. Adam Armstrong, just don't know who I would have replaced for him. It's Livramento possibly in playing up front, but I don't think it was a bad decision putting him on the bench. He wasn't even an absolute certain starter. The fact he got 9 points is good overall for my fantasy side because he keeps his place and he'll definitely be a part of my squad when Southampton play Norwich next. So perhaps gives me a headache, but I don't mind that. The fact that I've got 15 players all playing is really good news. I was tempted to play my bench boost. Just feels like it's a bit early. Maybe a double game week later on the season would be the better time to do it. But 82 points, really good. I mean, the game week rank just for that game was 8,281. That is phenomenal. I was just so pleased with that. Overall rank, 374,000. Not sitting here and saying that's brilliant. Puts me sort of in the top 5%, so I can't kick myself too much about it. But the fact that, 2 game weeks ago I was 1.2 million with this similar sort of side, and finally the patience has paid off, not taking the hits, and this side has come through and looks in a decent position going into the international break. So really big green arrow moving me up, 400,000. That was brilliant. A couple more game weeks like this and I'm really breaking into that top 100k where I want to go. Looking at the transfer side of things, the team value is 102.4. I have 2 free transfers and 0.1 in the bank. Always intended to keep 2 transfers I like to have that over the international break, and I'm always been conscious that the fact I'm going to need to move Havertz back out of this side. It was a 3-week plan to keep him in with Lukaku coming out. He was a real differential, and I think with the goal and assist, maybe you could argue, has it paid off, has it not? I think on balance, because of the green arrows I got, I think, yeah, I'm happy with that decision. But I'm going to need 2 transfers to move him out, possibly to bring Lukaku back in if I go down that route. So many other things can happen over the international break. But looking at the side as well, I mean, I'm expecting things like Gallagher will go up in price, Livramento, possibly James Steele, Cancelo. There's lots of players that could go up in price, maybe even Armstrong. But then again, Vardy could drop in price. So lots of things to think about. I'm not intending on making any sort of moves yet, no knee-jerk reactions with regards to the weekend. I'm just going to see how things pan out. There's players like Benrahma still playing for West Ham doing so well, and Antonio. I've got decisions to make there. Do I bring them out? I could look at Smith Rowe. It seems a bit knee-jerky, and also jumping on that bandwagon. Even though he's scoring, those underlying stats I don't think are sustainable for him. But we'll look at that. It certainly releases a lot of funds, and I could possibly then jump on the likes of Son or Kane later on. But I've got lots of options. Pretty happy with where the team is at the moment. 2 free transfers. I'm just going to wait till the end of the international break, see if anything happens, and then take it from there. That's my whistle-stop tour for my team, and Gameweek 11 is behind us. Thanks for watching, guys. Click that subscribe button. We've got a watch list. There is also the wildcard video is out already, so check that out at the end of this. In the meantime, good luck, and I'll speak to you soon.